Our First Looks coverage is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Get your next laptop, tablet, Xbox, and more by going to firstlooks.tv/Microsoft.
Yep, so we have our next interview here. Hi, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hello, my name is Brice Phillips. This is my first season for First. It's been very interesting so far.
And what team are you on?
I am on Team W.I.L.D.
Okay, and what do you do on the team?
I sort of work with the robot table and stuff, and I work on our projects and kind of the main speaker for the group.
Okay. Oh, nice. So you worked a lot with the research?
Yes.
How was that?
Yeah. It was very interesting. It led to a lot of stuff we could delve into and explore. It was really fun.
And this is your first season?
Yes, this is my first season.
How do you like it?
It's a lot. It's really fun to kind of hang out with a community of people who all enjoy the same thing, and be able to do it with friends and such.
Exactly. And are you part of a school? Or?
Yes,
okay.
I'm part of a school. McKeel Academy.
Okay. And so since this is your first season and this is obviously your first championship, what do you think of today?
Today it's been really busy. Yeah. I mean, we've had a couple of mishaps, but that's with the robot table. That's it. The judges are really nice. It's fun. So far, all of our presentations have gone smoothly. It's great.
Yeah. Well, I commend you for getting this far. This is awesome. This is a huge step, especially on your first year.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Wow. So, how's your team been doing so far in competition?
It's doing great. I mean, again with the mishaps with the robot table, but so far I think we're doing pretty good right now.
What kind of mishaps have you encountered so far?
Getting back to the home base on the board, that's mainly been it. Sometimes we'll miss something, but that's all it is.
And how are you solving those issues?
We're just tweaking the program a little bit, testing in the practice boards right over there. It's just been kind of going like that, kind of working with it and stuff. I work with our main programmer, David, and we both work on the table, and it's really interesting.
Wow. What's your favorite part about First?
Basically how I can go and have a conversation just a random team on the other, and we can have fun and stuff, because we're all here for the same thing. We all love building, we love working with robots and such, and I think that's very interesting to have a community all together to where we can all talk and have the same interests.
Okay. Let me ask you, what's your grade and how old are you?
I am 14 and I am in grade 8.
Grade 8? Okay. Are you continuing on with this team or?
Yes, I will be continuing on. I haven't really been thinking too much about the future. I'm oh wow, this is all exciting. There's just a lot happening, but I'd really love to keep continuing on with this.
Have you heard about First Tech Challenge or First Robotics Competition? The other bigger robots?
No. Yeah, I've seen the bigger robots. We have a high school team there where they're working on this huge robots. I'm
what do you think about that?
I think that'd be really fun, but they look all the wires and stuff and all the complications, and then I laugh because they're using Xbox controllers to do it.
There you go. It's a little bit of a more get that video game feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's not easy. No. But how about more about today's competition and your season so far? How was it going to your first competitions?
It's intimidating. It's very intimidating, but when you sort of start to get used to it after a while. You're okay, now we got to do this. This is very rapid fire. And so far, as I said, it's been running smoothly. Only a couple of, mishaps, but after, judges really nice. And all of the people there, me and my friends, we're having a blast.
Aww.
We're kind of just going around, talking to people, looking at projects, oh, that's really neat. And then we have I remember this one board, it had this moving letters and such, the electronic. I'm wow. And then I look at our project. We're there's room for improvement.
Definitely. Oh, so here's definitely getting you more what you can do on and make upgrades and stuff, right?
Yep.
So what is your favorite memory of this first year that you've gone through so far?
So far, my favorite memory was when we were doing the technical. We were going with judges. We were doing technical. We're all we've already done core values, and we've already done project, and so we're kind of relieved of some of the stress, because when we did qualifying round, it didn't go so smoothly, so we were going with it. And then we did this, the judge was super nice, it was great, and it all just ran smoothly, and we all were because we all knew bit, and we did our part, and it was great. That was the best part.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So there was a lot of practice involved, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah. there's a lot of practice. Like before we would go and be like, okay, guys, you're doing. Okay, someone's got to do this, this, and this. Okay, okay, you take that. Okay, how about you? Oh yeah, yeah, we can build off. Oh yeah, that's good.
That is so awesome. It's all about communication.
Yes, it's for us. It's all about communication.
So, has First helped you overcome any challenges in your like own life?
Mainly being sort of the quiet one. I find myself being more of the talkative one, but then in the end, my friends will be looking at me like, everyone's got to talk. Stop. Everyone's got to talk.
I know Marissa can relate to that.
I can. First year of my high school career, I did FLL too, but I wasn't the main speaker. In high school, they started making me the outreach person, and I actually went and bought myself 3 books on how to public speak, so I could learn to do this properly.
And now she's great. Look at her. She's
it's great.
on camera all the time.
I didn't think I'd be able to do this. I'm like, oh, this is not that bad.
You're doing great.
Wow, real world experience from this, right? It's not just you're not just learning about robots.
No. Yeah. This communication, that's all we're getting right now.
So can you do me a favor and shout out your team again, your team number, and if they can learn any more about your team? I don't know if you have a website or...
No, we don't. I don't believe we have a website. Do I just like say, oh yeah, go, okay. Go Team 3621, go Wild, woo-hoo!
Awesome, and I would like to, for next year's FLL competition, it's going to be about space human exploration.
Wow. Yeah.
And we were asking all our the students here if you could look into this camera and say if you could ask an astronaut any question, what would it be?
About human space exploration.
Okay, space. What's zero gravity like, and how would that be different when you finally come back to Earth?
Oh, wow.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
And Barry Bonzak is actually going to compile a bunch of answers, so stay tuned.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and good luck with the rest of your competition.
Yep, thank you. Thank you for having me.